Hey Quizzy friends, welcome back to Quiz Dose. Today we're putting your workplace secrets to the test with Never Have I Ever, Work Edition. From awkward office moments to hilarious job confessions, this challenge is going to be way too relatable. Before we get started, make sure to like this video and subscribe to Quiz Dose so you never miss out on more fun quizzes and challenges. Never have I ever pretended to be busy when the boss walked by. Never have I ever taken a nap at work and hoped nobody noticed. Never have I ever blamed a coworker for something I did. Never have I ever called in sick when I was perfectly fine. Never have I ever eaten someone else's food from the office fridge. Never have I ever pretended to laugh at my boss's terrible joke. Never have I ever sent an email to the wrong person at work. Never have I ever cried in the office bathroom. Never have I ever shown up to work wearing the same clothes as yesterday. Never have I ever gossiped about a coworker and got caught. Never have I ever fallen asleep during a meeting. Never have I ever pretended my internet was bad to leave a video call early. Never have I ever taken office supplies home and never returned them. Never have I ever had a crush on a coworker and never told anyone. Never have I ever lied on my resume to get the job. Never have I ever accidentally replied all to an email I shouldn't have. Never have I ever spent more time on my phone than actually working. Never have I ever showed up late and made up a fake excuse. Never have I ever forgotten my boss's name in front of them. Never have I ever pretended to understand instructions when I had no clue. Never have I ever taken credit for someone else's work. Never have I ever had a mental breakdown over a simple task. Never have I ever accidentally left my mic on during a virtual meeting. Never have I ever talked badly about my job on social media. Never have I ever hidden in the bathroom to avoid doing work. Never have I ever worn pajamas on the bottom during a video call. Never have I ever accidentally called my boss mom or dad. Never have I ever eaten lunch at my desk to avoid socializing. Never have I ever pretended to type when someone was watching my screen. Never have I ever had an embarrassing ringtone go off during a meeting. Never have I ever lied about my qualifications during an interview. Never have I ever spilled coffee or food all over important documents. Never have I ever forgotten a coworker's name after working together for months. Never have I ever used company Wi-Fi to stream movies or shows. Never have I ever walked into the wrong meeting room and sat down. Never have I ever accidentally sent a personal message to my work group chat. Never have I ever pretended to be on a phone call to avoid a conversation. Never have I ever showed up to work still smelling like last night's party. Never have I ever taken an extra long bathroom break just to scroll my phone. Never have I ever had my boss catch me doing something I shouldn't be doing. Never have I ever completely forgotten about a deadline until the last minute. Never have I ever faked a smile during an entire shift. Never have I ever accidentally walked into my boss's office without knocking. Never have I ever used the work printer for personal stuff. Never have I ever had an awkward elevator ride with someone I don't like. Never have I ever daydreamed about quitting in the middle of a meeting. Never have I ever burned something in the office microwave and stunk up the whole floor. Never have I ever pretended to work overtime but actually did nothing. Never have I ever had autocorrect ruin a professional email. Never have I ever accidentally shared my screen showing something embarrassing. Never have I ever worn mismatched shoes to work and didn't notice until later. Never have I ever forgotten it was my turn to bring snacks for the team. Never have I ever zoned out during a conversation with my boss and had to fake a response. Never have I ever accidentally locked myself out of the office. Never have I ever had my stomach growl loudly during a quiet meeting. Never have I ever practiced my resignation speech in the mirror. Never have I ever waved at someone in the office who wasn't waving at me. Never have I ever spent an entire workday counting down the hours until home time. Never have I ever had a wardrobe malfunction at work and tried to hide it all day. Never have I ever fantasized about telling a rude customer exactly what I think. That's it for today's Never Have I Ever Work Edition. Let us know in the comments how many of these you've actually done. And if you had fun, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Quiz Dose for more exciting quizzes and challenges. Thanks for watching, Quizzy friends, and we'll see you in the next one.